Hi, Grandma Bev here, and welcome to my channel, Life with Grandma Bev. Do I look mad when I say that? I remind myself of my father. Oh, Life with Grandma Bev. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm recording this Friday. You're seeing it today, Saturday. So these guys are still up. As soon as I'm done with this video, they're coming down. You guys have any plans? We're having a big bash here of the snowbirds, so I can smell all this, what is it, corned beef cooking that Bob's been had in the pot since early this morning. So anyway, you tuned in to see my latest opinion of Married at First Sight. Season 16, episode 11 recap. It's called Moonshine and Month-iversaries. So it's been a month that they've all been married. Now, let me add before I continue further. Remember, these are my opinions, my interpretations, what I think based on my years of experience with marriage. Now, you wonder, well, how can I be an expert just because I'm in my 70s, right? Well, I've had two marriages. I'm on my second marriage. First one was a loveless marriage for 21 years. So I know all the signs of stuff come from that. The second one is a wonderful 34-year relationship. So, plus I'm not stupid. Anyway, so last night, like I say, meaning Wednesday night, was their 1 month anniversary. So they all were doing different things, just together, no, not the whole group. So I've got my notes. I don't remember, even though I've watched it twice. And the after show, and the program they had on after it too. That's what the experts picked when it first started, who they thought would stay together and who wouldn't. Blah blah blah. Okay, we'll start with Christopher and Nicole. So far, they're the couple that seem to be working out the best. They seem like they're in love. Sometimes, though, I wonder about him, the way he'll look at her. I just wonder if he's just kind of going along with it. Because he tends to be a guy who doesn't show his feelings, and he says he's been walked over by so many of his other relationships. So I can't help but wonder sometimes, is he really into it or not? But what they did, he surprised her by arranging for a helicopter ride for their 1 month anniversary, which was a lot of fun. And she really enjoyed it. And then they met with her father, and her father and Chris had a conversation, and the father warned him, now, don't let her walk all over you. Got to use your don't be a wuss, in other words. So, I don't know. I mean, she could get to be a problem right now. I think she's in a fantasy la la land. So I don't know if we've seen the real Nicole yet. And another thing about Nicole, when the couples all get together, why is it that she is like she's the moderator of the group? She's asking all the questions and gets it all started and going. I mean, I guess somebody has to, but why is it Nicole? And sometimes the things she asks puts the couples in kind of in a spot. So I'm just wondering, why is it Nicole? So that shows you kind of how not outgoing, strong she can be. So I don't know. I still say they've got, well, I don't know what I said last time, but I think they have a 75% chance, and that's if we get to see the real Nicole before decision day. So, let's see what else. I guess that's about it for them. When they show the previews for next week, they did show her saying that she worries that one day she's going to wake up, and how will their relationship be after all this fun part, She's really insecure too. Well, they both are. Who isn't? Okay, Eris and Jasmine. I don't know about those two. he meets with one of his friends, and of course his friend asks him pointed questions, have you had sex yet? And he says, well, no, he doesn't want to. He's not that attracted to her. And he has said that to her. And he's not really attracted to her. Well, get the heck out. This is the kind of guy, when you get together with him, 9 out of 10 times, he's going to bring up something sexual, to make it sound like he's this real, macho sex guy that, does all these things. And, he's had orgies and threesomes and all kinds of stuff. And whenever he and Jasmine start talking, he'll always bring up some kind of past sex thing. And usually the guys who talk about it the most are the worst. Did you ever find that? I did. I just don't know. He tells her that he wants to wait until after decision day to have sex. Now, his reasoning sounds really nice. His reasoning is because he knows how she's so into him, and he doesn't want her to get further attached. And then he has to hurt her on decision days. I don't give them a chance. Maybe a 10% chance. I don't know. Then we have Gina and Clint. Now those two, I'm beginning to have better feelings about them. Clint is a character. He does have a different personality, kind of a sarcastic personality, but it's funny. They still keep bringing up that thing about him talking about how he's usually attracted to, thin, skinny, athletic women. But, she started it. Tit for tat. She mentioned she isn't typically attracted to gingers or redheads. And the look on his face when she first said that to him, it's going to put kind of a crimp in their relationship. And sure enough, the next day, when he found his opportunity, he did a negative towards her. Which led to, after their honeymoon, she almost didn't move in to the apartment with them, but they ended up moving into the apartment. He's in one bedroom, she's in another, which is very nice of the company, the producers, whoever, to make the apartment have 2 bedrooms just in case. So they've been really working on their marriage. They both have a good time exploring and enjoying each other's company. Gina even confesses, like in a post interview, like when they're talking by themselves, like I'm talking to you, but we can be talking about Bob, and I'm talking to you, kind of on the sly. She says she could see a future with him, and she's beginning to see why the experts matched them. So they went from being at each other's throats to actually getting along well. So for their 1-month anniversary, they went for a hike and a swim, and they took the dog with them, Hank, who's very attached to Clint, and they had a good time. And then they went to some kind of a rodeo type show, I think, with horses and stuff. Anyway, they really enjoyed it. Let's see. They are looking comfortable together. Now, I saw a preview. And I don't know, I think something's going to get cooking with them in the future. So I'm at 75% for them now. I was, I think, at 50. So let's move on to Shaquille and Kirsten. Oh. Okay. This is the gal I label the Ice Princess. This guy is obviously so into her, unless he's a really good actor. Which there are some of those men that are like that. And he tries to talk to her, and she just won't open up. She'll say certain things, like she'll say things off camera to, the little camera things. She'll say things to the other gals. I'd like him, when I come in, to just take me in his arms and kiss me. And they haven't even kissed yet, though. If he tries those things, she doesn't tell these things to him. She tells them to others. Then we find out Nicole. Nicole, the one I said kind of takes over the whole group when they get together, she's been sliding notes under their doors at night. Telling him that he should do this or that to his wife. Remember to do this or what? Kiss your wife. So anyway, I kind of feel for Shaquille because he's at the point where he doesn't know what to do. He's damned if he does. He's damned if he doesn't. I mean, I'd be sitting there banging my head against a brick wall, if I was trying to figure somebody out like that. If they could just get it together, they could be a very successful power couple. They're both, like I say, very highly educated, have good jobs, both very nice looking. They got beautiful kids. She even talks about having kids, which throws him off, and how she wants him to buy a house, wants him. She'd be on the deed, she says, but he's the one that's got to buy a house for when they have kids. And he's kind of looking at her like, what? What do you mean? Aren't you going to be buying it with me? She's, I'll be on the deed. I just don't know with this gal. I don't know. I don't know what happened to her in the past. I'm really curious. I wish it would come out. Man. In a post interview, she tells her producers she feels that he is too concerned with decision day. Of course, why wouldn't he be? He's making no headway with her in any way. Now, I did see a preview, and it looked like they were doing one of the little exercises, if you want to call it that the experts suggest all the couples do. And it looks like she's letting them do, like put paint and stuff on her. So I don't know. Well, maybe next week will make me feel better. Because after all, I count, right? Oh, boy. She says she questions why she would feel comfortable with him and allow him around her friends and family if he doesn't make her feel like things are long-term. You got to get to the point to get to decision day. You got to see how the relationship's going to work. And as far as the sex, okay, you may be shocked with my age group, but I'm not going to hurt you to have sex with a guy. What if you wait till after decision day and you say, yeah, I want to stay with him, and then you find out the sex is terrible? I mean, you may not be... She says she's attracted to him and everything, and I just don't know. Like I said, I would be banging my head against a wall trying to deal with her if I was him. Oh, gosh. It just says here, if he's left to guess when they both will, only to guess whatever she wants. Oh, hello, Callie. They'll only grow further apart. I just don't know. I don't know. Something else is going to bring up. What did they do for their anniversary? I don't even remember. That's how insignificant it seems. So, recap. Chris and Nicole are still working on, now they're the only ones who have consummated their marriage. So I don't know if, the consummation part is what maybe clouding their real feelings. They think they're more into each other than they are. But, like I said, you could find out something very bad, if you wait. And then your feelings are wrapped up in it. Then, of course, there's Eris and Jasmine who just don't really get along much. Well, from personal experience, Bob and I went on our first date. We got along, but we hardly talked. I mean, it was like, boring. And I figured, okay, well, this isn't going anywhere. And he thought the same thing. So then the next time we saw each other, because we met like that was back when the singles clubs and groups were in. We met at the next one, and it was like we were totally relaxed with each other. We were laughing, having fun with the people and everything, and it was because we weren't hung up on is this going to be a relationship? Because we had already both figured out it wasn't going to be. But then that night on the dance floor, the man kissed me. And And so for the next week and a half till I saw right into him again, I was thinking about that man, thinking, I want more of that. We've been together 34 years now. We've never split up over anything. To a lot of people, they look at us and think we have the perfect marriage. I think we do. But we both learned from our first marriages. Anyway, so the gal here who grew up in a very sheltered life, went to an all-girls Catholic high school. Yeah. Who didn't believe in anything, before marriage and all that, has totally changed my mindset. In fact, I wouldn't even marry Bob till we lived together for a while. So these people are getting a chance to live together. It's during the experiment, and yeah, it's a real marriage, and it could be, it would be a real divorce. But they're being made to be together to see if it works. So I don't know. And like I keep saying, it's kind of like an arranged marriage. So I'm anxious to see what happens next week. Like I say, from the previews, it looks pretty good. So tell me what you think. Comment below. Share, like, and subscribe. And if you can think of any other TV programs you'd like me to start doing these reports on, please let me know in the comments. Okay? I love you all. Bye.